So now I have gone ahead to put some of my plantains and I went on to cut this off. So this was like this. I went on to cut it off. Then I'm also going to do the same for this other part. So make sure you cut it equally with your waistband. So after doing that, I did not just went ahead to put my belt. So I was able to place it. So I want you guys to know so you don't make mistake. So if you take a closer look, this part is very smooth when you look at this part, but when you turn it over, you will see that this one that climbed this other part is not equally, it is not equal with this other one. So for you to put it like this, it will look rough when it shows outside. So make sure this smooth part shows outside. So what you are going to do is just to fix this side that is rough in. So make sure it is facing up like this when it is inside your cloth before stitching. So make sure it is facing up like this when it's top stitch inside. When you have put that inside, make sure it is facing up. Then you do that. So when it turn over, you will have a clean finish when doing that. So after doing that, what I'm going to do now for this other piece now, I'm going to fold it like this. I'm going to fold it like this. So you can see my crease line which I got after ironing that. You can see my crease line which I got here. So this indicates that this is where your belt, your waistband should stop. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fold it at that my crease line. It's going to sit exactly at that your crease line, and make sure this place is smooth. Make sure this place is smooth. Then I'm going to stitch from here down to this end. I'm going to stitch from here down to this end. Take note, you can see what I have here. I fold it in. So just take a closer look. At last it will be like this, but before getting this, what you are going to do is to bend it in, and you are going to stitch it like this. Stitch it from here close. Make sure it is on that your crease line. It is sitting exactly on that line, so you get a nice finish after doing everything. So you want to stitch down to this part. Then I will go ahead to do that later, but before doing that, make sure you are doing it on this part that is sitting like this where your zip is sitting like this. So at this other part, this is also crucial. Then once am repeating something, you should know that that is very important for you to understand. So that is why I keep repeating things, but there are some that I don't repeat. So make sure you pay close attention so you don't get confused or make any mistake. So for this other part, what I'm going to do now, so you remember the part which we have here, where it is going to sit on this other part, as I told you to keep an allowance where it is going to sit. So make sure you go ahead to fold it at that part. And this is where most people, most beginners, let me say most beginners, not professionals, most beginners, they get confused when doing this part. And if you make this part wrong, believe me, your flap will not be straight. If you go ahead to sew this like this, so you can see what I have here. If you make your crease line, meeting your crease line and go ahead to sew it, believe me, it will be very bad. It will go wrong. So what you can do to get yours to be neat is that you are going to place this like this. You are going to make sure this part is straight, because you are trying to get this part to be neat. This part which I told you to fold, you are going to make this part to be neat. So what you are going to do now, you are going to make sure your flap, when your flap sits after everything, this part is straight. This part is straight. So what I have here now, I have made this part to be straight like this, because after turning everything, your flap is going to be straight. So make sure this part is straight like this. So you can see what I have at this my band part. So it is not sitting the normal straight that it's supposed to sit. Because if this part now sits straight after doing everything, this your down piece will be rumpled. So there is a way you do this to make everything nice. I don't want to hide anything from you. As I told you, this channel, it is beginners friendly. I know that beginners might be watching this for the first time, so you need to know on how to do this step by step. So what I'm going to do now is just to sew. This one is also very necessary for you to, you need to calm down when doing this. For beginners, make sure you have your accurate sewing. So you are going to sew. You can see my crease line at this end here. You can see my crease line at this end. So I'm going to sew a new line. I'm not going to follow this crease line again. but I'm going to follow a new line. Make sure it is meeting this crease line at this other part. If it is possible, you can as well turn it to this side to sew, to make sure yours is straight. You can make sure you can go ahead to turn it over like to sew, but I can sew it like this and still get it, because I will know the lines to follow. Make sure you sew straight to meet up this point. So let me go ahead to do that and come back to show you why I said you should do it like this.